everybody, Scott Golden here with the WCW Worldwide Review for the 25th of April 1992. Loving the 1992 Worldwides because I haven't seen them before. So, awesome run through memory lane from over 30 years ago. Cool deal there. But in any event, this is moving towards the Wrestle War program. We're going to have more of these over the weekend, but Wrestle War is coming the end of May, and that's a pretty major thing. At least I would imagine so, anyway. Basic stuff here. Jesse Ventura, still the highlighted guy. Jesse Ventura, probably a guy who, for the most part, for WCW purposes, was a upgrade as far as announcers and visibility was concerned, fresh off his WWF run, ending in the summer of '90. Anyway, Vader in a handicap match. First time we've really seen Vader in a really strong position. Fall forward slam, at least here on Worldwide anyway. Fall forward slam on one of the enhancement talents. Vader getting ready to be the world champion as we go into the summer of the time. Hence the enhancement talent matches with Vader, who at this point has been all over Europe and successful in Japan and all of that. Harley Race is, of course, his manager. Vader hits power bombs and choke slams and press slams on his enhancement talent opponents. Really challenging in that Vader, hits a one-handed choke slam that's just brutal looking on one of the guys. And then we see a report with photos. Eric Bischoff letting us know that the ribs of Sting have been bruised, and Vader laid out Sting in Atlanta previously. Sting is going to be out of action for a little while, but back in time for Wrestle War. And the idea is that Vader was able to have Sting's number. That was the whole idea and concept of the match. Dallas Page and the Z-Man Tom Zink. This is not DDP of 5 years later for sure. Match isn't bad, but at the same time, Dallas gets some ride time on Zink, and it's kind of ugly. They both have tie into the AWA. Probably at the same time. I think they overlapped a little bit. Anyway, Dallas Page goes to the outside to break the momentum and does that successfully. Page is not a happy guy and is pretty assertive about that. Hits a chin crusher among other things, does Page. Page goes down, tries to get a near fall. Zink is going at him pretty aggressively, and it manages to be super kick down for Page. Zink goes to the outside, and a clothesline. And Zink manages to come off with a top rope missile style drop kick and gets a win over Diamond Dallas Page. Vader again bragging about his dominance of Sting, promising to be the man who fears nothing and feels no pain for the future and the future WCW champion as we go forward, which he is a prognosticator about. He does end up becoming that. The alliances of Nikita Koloff still in question. Couple of punches from an enhancement talent, but Koloff comes back at him pretty hard. Punch kick, real basic offense, but at the same time, he hits Russian Sickle in about 3 minutes, and Koloff manages a victory. Go to WCW Magazine segment, and we see Vader getting some double teams and an alliance with the Dangerous Alliance a little bit, teaming up with Rick Rude. Wondering about that is Bischoff in the post promo. Then we see again another hype for the Nintendo series by Dusty Rhodes, promising that in about a week or so. Ravishing Rick Rude out here as the U.S. champion. Rightfully the number one contender to Sting at this point, even though Vader has his eyes on Sting too. So that's maybe some of the overlap between Vader and Rude. Who knows? By that point, later in '92, they'll interact again, Will Vader and Rude. And actually, towards the end of Rude's WCW run, there's some talk that Rude was going to turn a babyface on Vader. Anyway, punch kick and Rude Awakening by Rick Rude. Rude is dominant throughout his enhancement talent match here. Greg Valentine and the TaylorMade Man Tag Team Champions U.S. style here, going into a match with about 10 or 11 minutes left in the program. Valentine and Taylor getting taken down by the Freebirds, Michael Hayes and Jimmy Jam Garvin. Freebirds are baby faces at the time. Double shots by the Freebirds. Freebirds are in control. Valentine gets taken off. Decent match. Odd to see the Freebirds as baby faces. We're so used to seeing them as heels. Also, if you haven't already covered our 300 plus part series of World Class, worth going back to cover all of the wonder that is the Freebirds there, because that's where their prime was. Tie up on the arm, stay on the arm by Hayes. Hayes, not exactly, wrestler of the year mentality. Tag off to Garvin. Garvin comes in. Both guys probably slower than they need to be, but Valentine tries to slow things down even further with a chin lock or two. And the attempted DDT, but a clothesline to the back of the head by Terry Taylor, back of the head and neck. Taylor takes his shots at his opponent here, and then figure four by Valentine. Ultimately, we see Taylor and Valentine maintain the tag team championships, the U.S. tag team championships. They are not ready to unify the belts quite yet, but that is coming within the next couple of months once Bill Watts takes over as Senior Executive Vice President. We will be back with more right after this.